everyone! Welcome back to a day in the life of the foster triplets! Woo! Today we will be learning proper hand washing techniques and we are so excited.
We have a very special guest today with us who of course will be teaching us proper hand washing techniques, so you do not want to miss this.
As always, like, share and subscribe to this channel. It's very simple. Look down below, it's a red button that says subscribe. You can't miss it, and guess what? It costs you nothing. So right now we are about to meet the guest that we talked about earlier today. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
And she is going to be showing us the proper way. And ladies and gentlemen, I am excited because we really need to know the proper way, especially in these times.
Yes.
We call her Auntie Georgia, but for the sake of our viewers, we'd like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Georgia Foster and public health nurse for the Savlamar Health District, Jamaica.
So Auntie Georgia, I have just two questions for you before we go into the demonstration. First of all, when should we wash our hands? Should we just wash it when we use the bathroom or before we eat? When do we need to wash our hands?
Well, hand washing is very important. It's the main way to prevent diseases, and with corona all around now, it's important that you wash your hands ever so often. So for persons who take care of children, changing the pampers before feeding them while preparing their meals. Same thing for the elderly who are at risk, before preparing their meals, after attending to them in terms of their bath and so forth. It's important. And very important now, after sneezing and coughing, it's important that you wash your hands. For persons who are not able to wash their hands, you can use your hand sanitizer. You have no hand sanitizer, you can sneeze in your clothing, that's okay. All right, but don't use the same clothing to wipe your eyes or mouth or anything like that. But hand washing is very important, and as often as possible wash your hands, the way to prevent disease.
So when you touch surfaces, whenever you get in contact with people.
Yes, for persons traveling on the road, using the transportations, it's important to wash your hands because you're touching knobs, you're touching door knobs. In the supermarket, you're touching trolleys that may be contaminated.
Food items.
Right, food items. So it's important that you wash your hands after touching surfaces, and when you're home, coming off the street, as often as you possibly can.
So wash your hands as best as possible. Wash your hands frequently.
Yes.
Is there a difference? Should we use bar soap or liquid soap? Which one is better?
Any soap will do. Bar soap or liquid, but it's important that when you use your bar soap, you wash your soap after lathering, to get rid of the bacteria from your soap, because your soap can grow bacteria.
Wow.
Likewise, your liquid soap, if you're using it in facilities where you have to deal with a lot of infectious things, like for instance at my workplace, we change the soap as often as every 2 days.
Wow.
So you don't fill the container, you put in as much as you need so that you can change, because those soap also can grow bacteria.
Wow. So it is important to wash your soap.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Watch the usage of your soap.
Thank you. So without further ado, we are going to learn how to wash our hands properly.
Okay. Alright, so in washing your hands, it's important that you have that step in mind that you're going to take. So pre-think about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. Now, first thing is you turn on the tap, right? And for home pipe, you know how often you wash your tap, but for a public bathroom, you're not aware. So it's important that you wash the tap to ensure that it is clean. You wash the tap, right? And then you get the soap, so you spray out the soap, and then you start washing your hands. Now, it's important that you wash both palms together in circular motions. And if you notice my pipe is running, can't avoid that. Circular motions. Then you put the palm of your right hand over your left hand, interlacing your fingers. And it is said that you can sing Jesus Loves Me, This I Know, or Happy Birthday to You, just to time you how long you're washing your hands for. And you do the same for the other hand. Ensure that you're interlacing to get all the other areas. All right. Then you interlock your hands like this. All right. So you want to get the palm of your hands also. All right. After you do that, the next step, and I need some more soap. That's okay, no problem. And you interlock your fingers. Now after you have done that, you're sure that you have gone through the palm of your hands and the top of your hand. Now you want to focus on the thumb. So you start with the left thumb. Some persons interlace their hands for extra sudding, and then you go to the other thumb. So in order to get the nails, you're going to use your fingers together in a circular motion in your palm of your hands to clean the nails. Some persons actually clean the nails one by one, but this is a good way of doing it together. All right. Then you go to your wrist. And we'll have gone more than 1 minute by now. And then you lather that. Allow the water to drain. Then you're going to use your napkin to dry. And that napkin can be used to turn off the pipe top. Alright? Now for a public bathroom, that napkin that you use to turn off the tap can also be used to open the door when you're exiting the bathroom for a public facility. And that's washing your hands.
I am sure you learned something from what you just saw a while ago, because I know I surely have learned a lot. Thank you, Auntie Georgia, for coming and showing us how to wash our hands. And I'm sure that the public, they really appreciate it. And we do too. So thank you for taking the time out to come and share that with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and keep safe. Remember, social distance.
As always, we are the Foster Triplets. And we'll see you next time.